My fiancée laughed and said, "You're not man enough to tell me no." I smiled and said, "Okay." Then I texted her dad a screenshot of her side hustle website. His phone call told me she finally understood. Original post. A 29 male was supposed to marry Jessica, 27 next spring. Was. Keyword there. We'd been together 4 years, engaged for 1. Met through mutual friends at a barbecue. Hit it off immediately. She was beautiful, ambitious, had this infectious laugh. Her family loved me. Her dad, Ron especially. We'd go fishing together, work on cars. He'd started calling me son about 6 months ago. That hurt more than I expected when everything went down. Jessica worked in marketing for a mid-sized firm. Good job, decent pay, but she always wanted more. Designer, everything. Weekend trips. The wedding she was planning cost more than my annual salary. I work IT support, stable, good benefits, but not Wall Street money. 3 weeks ago, she sat me down for a talk. Said we needed to discuss finances before the wedding. Cool, I'm all for transparency. Then she drops this. So I've been doing something on the side to help with wedding costs and our future. It's really lucrative. I'm thinking consulting, freelance marketing, maybe an Etsy shop. Nope, I have an OnlyFans. Before you freak out, it's nothing crazy. Just photos, some videos. No face shown. It's anonymous, and I'm making like $8,000 a month. My brain short-circuited. You're what? She rolled her eyes like I was being dramatic. Oh, please, don't be so old-fashioned. It's 2024. Sex work is real work. I'm not cheating on you. Jessica, you're selling nudes online while we're engaged. How is that not something we discuss before you start? Because I knew you'd react like this. Look, it's my body, my choice. The money is insane. Do you want a nice wedding or not? I want a fiancé who doesn't hide selling adult content from me. That's when she laughed. Actually laughed. What are you going to do? Tell me to stop? You're not man enough to tell me no. You never say no to me. That's why this relationship works. Something in me just snapped. Not angry snapped. More like clarity snapped. For years flashed through my mind. Every time I caved. Every boundary she pushed. Every compromise that was really just me giving in. Okay, I said quietly. Okay what? Just okay. You're right. I'm not going to tell you no. She smiled, kissed my cheek. See? I knew you'd understand once you thought about it. The money will be so worth it, babe. She left for her spinning class. I sat there for about 5 minutes, just processing. Then I took out my phone. I knew her of handle because she'd literally just shown me, proud of her marketing skills and subscriber count. Found the page easily. The bio made me want to puke. Your favorite girl next door. Custom content available. Tips get you special attention, kiss mark. Took screenshots. Lots of them. The page, the bio, the preview photos, clothed but suggestive. The subscriber count showing she'd been doing this for at least 8 months. 8 months of lying to me. Then I scrolled through my contacts and found Ron. Hey son, how's everything? Ron, I need to show you something about Jessica. Can you sit down? What's wrong? Is she okay? She's fine. Just check your texts. Send him everything. Then waited. The silence lasted maybe 30 seconds. Then, what the F is this? Is this real? She told me today. Been doing it for months. Said I'm not man enough to stop her. The sound that came through that phone was primal. Papa Bear rage. She said what? Put me on speaker. No, actually don't. I'm coming over. Don't move. 20 minutes later, Ron's truck screeched into our apartment complex. Jessica wasn't back yet. Good. He looked at everything again on my phone, hands shaking. My daughter, my Jessica, she's prostituting herself online. She calls it sex work is real work. I don't give a damn what she calls it. And she hid this from you? Made you feel like less of a man for objecting. I nodded. Ron pulled out his phone. I need to make a call. He called his wife, Patricia. Put on speaker. Explained everything in brutal detail. Patricia's scream probably woke the whole complex. Then Jessica walked in. Update 1. The look on Jessica's face when she saw her father sitting in our living room was priceless. Went from confused to worried to terrified in about 2 seconds. Dad, what are you doing here? Ron stood up slowly. Jessica Marie, you want to explain this? He held up his phone with her of page. I've never seen someone's face lose color that fast. How did you? That's private. Private, Ron roared. You're selling your body online and calling it private? Dad, you don't understand. It's not like that. It's empowering. I'm making good money. Empowering? Empowering? You lied to your fiancé for 8 months. You disrespected him, disrespected yourself, disrespected our family. Jessica turned on me, eyes blazing. You told my dad? What is wrong with you? You said I wasn't man enough to tell you no, I said calmly. You were right. I didn't tell you no. I told your father the truth. This is revenge? You're destroying my relationship with my family over this. Patricia walked in then. She'd driven over separately. One look at her face, and Jessica started crying. Mom, please. Don't. Just don't. Your father showed me everything. The lies, the deception, the way you spoke to your fiancé. We raised you better than this. It's just photos. I'm not hurting anyone. You're engaged. Patricia shot back. You made a commitment to this man, and you're selling intimate content behind his back. And when he expressed concern, you insulted his manhood. Ron pulled out his phone again. I'm calling the wedding venue. Dad, oh yes, we're canceling everything. The venue, the caterer, the flowers. All of it. You can't. I put deposits down. With MY money, Ron said. The money I gave you for the wedding, which is now canceled. Jessica turned to me, mascara running. Please, baby, don't let them do this. We can work through this. Work through what? The 8 months of lies? The complete disrespect? The fact that you laughed at me. I didn't mean it like that. You meant it exactly like that. You've been walking all over me for years, and I let you because I loved you. But selling content online while wearing the engagement ring I bought? That's a deal breaker. It's just a job. Then put it on your LinkedIn. Tell your coworkers. Hell, use your real name if it's so empowering. Silence. Patricia grabbed Jessica's left hand, staring at the ring. You wore this ring while taking those photos? Jessica yanked her hand back. That's not. Take it off, I said. What? The ring. Take it off. We're done. You can't be serious. Over this. Ron stepped forward. Jessica, take off the ring. Now. She looked between us, tears streaming. This is insane. You're all overreacting. The ring, I repeated. She pulled it off and threw it at me. There. Happy? You're all so judgmental. It's 2024, not 1950. It's not about the year, Patricia said quietly. It's about respect, honesty, and commitment, none of which you showed. Jessica grabbed her purse. I'm leaving. Don't try to contact me. Perfect, Ron said. Your mother and I need to discuss some things. Like the car we're co-signed on, the apartment we helped with, the credit card for emergencies. Jessica froze at the door. You wouldn't. Watch me. You want to be independent? Empowered? Congratulations. You're on your own. She slammed the door so hard the frame shook. I looked at Ron and Patricia. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Ron put his hand on my shoulder. Son, and I still consider you family. You did the right thing. I'm sorry my daughter turned out to be someone none of us recognized. They left after helping me pack up some of Jessica's things. I changed the locks that night. Apartment management was understanding when I explained the situation. Apparently, this wasn't their first rodeo with bad breakups. Then I got the texts. Dozens of them. Jessica, you ruined my life. Jessica, my parents won't talk to me. Jessica, I have to move back with my cousin. Jessica, the wedding vendors want their deposits. Jessica, this is all your fault. Jessica, I hate you. Jessica, please talk to me. Jessica, I'm sorry, okay? Jessica, you destroyed everything over nothing. Blocked her. Then her friends started, calling me controlling, abusive, conservative, toxic. Posted about it in our friend group chat. So I posted the screenshot of her saying I wasn't man enough, along with a simple message. She hid an account for 8 months while we were engaged. When confronted, she laughed and said I wasn't man enough to stop her. I'm definitely man enough to walk away. The group chat exploded. Half her friends didn't even know about the of. The other half who did know and didn't tell me got called out by the rest of the group. Chaos. Found out through the chaos that her of income, she'd been spending it on herself. Designer bags, shoes, spa treatments. Not one penny toward the wedding she claimed it was for. That $8,000 a month? Gone on lifestyle inflation while I paid all our actual bills. Ron texted me separately. Removed her from car insurance. Cosigner removal in process. Credit card canceled. She wanted independence. She got it. Update 2. Been about 2 weeks now. The entitlement escalation has been something. First, Jessica tried to salvage her image. Posted this sob story on social media about how her controlling ex exposed her private business ventures to shame her. How she was just trying to be financially independent, and I couldn't handle a strong woman. Backfired spectacularly when one of her subscribers, Small World, commented, "Didn't you say in DMs you were single?" I tipped extra because I thought I had a chance LMAO. She deleted the post, but screenshots were already circulating. Then came the flying monkeys. Her cousin Brittany called me. "You need to help Jessica. She's struggling. Not my problem anymore. She can't afford her apartment. She makes $8,000 a month on remember? That's not stable income. Her subscribers are dropping because of all the drama. Sounds like her problem. You're heartless. You threw away 4 years over pride. She threw away 4 years over selfishness and disrespect." By Brittany. The apartment situation got interesting. See, we were both on the lease, but I've been paying 70% of rent because she was saving for the wedding. Sure she was. I went to the leasing office, explained the situation, showed them the broken engagement and her own claims of making $8,000 monthly. They agreed to let me break lease early with just 1 month penalty if I moved out within 30 days. Already found a studio closer to work. Told Jessica via email. Only communication method I left open for logistics. She had 3 options. Take over the full lease herself. Find a roommate. Break the lease and pay the penalty herself. Her response was to show up at my work with her friend Tara for support. Security called me down. There she was in the lobby, full makeup, wearing a dress I'd bought her, trying to look pitiful. "We need to talk." "We really don't. You're being cruel. I made 1 mistake. 8 months of mistakes. Plus the whole laughing at me thing. I didn't mean it. I was defensive." "Cool story. Please leave." Tara jumped in. "You know what? You're pathetic. Jessica deserves better than some IT guy who can't handle a modern woman." "You're right. She does deserve better. Someone who's okay with their fiancé selling nudes online. That's not me. Good luck finding him." Security stepped forward. "Ma'am, you need to leave." Jessica started crying. "You're really going to let them kick me out?" "I'm not letting them do anything. This is their job. You're trespassing. I'm your fiancé. Ex-fiancé. Very ex." As security escorted them out, she screamed, "I'll ruin you. I'll tell everyone what kind of man you really are." "Please do. Make sure to include the of part." My manager, who'd been watching from the stairs, came down. "You okay?" "Yeah. Sorry about that." "Don't be. My ex pulled something similar. Except it was her yoga instructor, not the internet." That afternoon, Ron called me. "Jessica asked us for money. Let me guess, for the apartment? And a lawyer. She wants to sue you for emotional damages and lost income from defamation." I actually laughed. She announced her of publicly. I just told the truth. That's what I told her. She hung up on me. Then Patricia got a call from Jessica's friend saying we're abusive parents who don't support their daughter's choices. How'd Patricia handle that? Told them if they think sex work is so empowering, they should tell their own fathers about their accounts. They have accounts. 2 of them do, apparently. Jessica let it slip during her rant. The next development was the roommate situation. Jessica found some girl named Ashley to take over my portion of a lease. Sent me an email saying I needed to move out by the weekend so Ashley could move in. I replied, "I have 30 days per the lease agreement. I'll be out on my timeline, not yours." She tried to enter the apartment while I was at work. Thank God I changed the locks. The apartment management called me about her screaming in the office that I'd illegally evicted her. They reminded her that she'd removed herself from the premises and I'd properly secured my residence. If she wanted access, she could arrange it with me for her belongings. She posted online that I was holding her stuff hostage. So I photographed everything of hers, boxed it professionally, and scheduled a moving company to deliver it to her cousin's place. Sent her the receipt and tracking info. Cost me $400, but worth every penny to be done. Her response? You didn't pack my things with care. My makeup is probably broken. I didn't respond. Then, yesterday happened. The nuclear option from her side. Got a call from my mom. Honey, Jessica just called me crying. My blood went cold. She called you. Said you two had a misunderstanding and she wants to work it out. What happened? I sent my mom the same screenshots I'd sent Ron. The silence was long. Finally, that little witch had the nerve to call me after doing this. Yeah. She said you overreacted to her having a modeling job. Modeling? Right. I'm calling her back. Mom, don't. Oh no, I'm calling. Someone needs to explain to this little girl why lying to my son and then trying to manipulate his mother is a bad idea. I don't know what my mom said, but Jessica sent me one last email. Your mom is unhinged. No wonder you're so judgmental. Apple doesn't fall far from a tree. Forwarded it to my mom. Her reply, unhinged? I haven't even started. Wait till book club hears about this. My mom's book club includes Jessica's Aunt Helen. Helen who goes to church with Patricia. This should be interesting. Final update. It's been about 6 weeks since everything exploded. Time for the final chapter of this mess. The book club thing turned into a disaster for Jessica. Mom didn't even have to bring it up. Helen already knew from Patricia and was mortified. Apparently, Jessica had been telling that side of the family that I was controlling, and she broke up with me. Helen corrected that narrative real quick at their next family gathering. But the real avalanche started when Jessica made a critical error. Remember how she said her of was anonymous? Well, one of her subscribers put 2 and 2 together from all the drama and posted in some subreddit. LOL, my favorite creator's ex exposed her to her parents. Check out this train wreck, with links to her social media meltdown. Her have got review bombed. Subscribers fled. Turns out dudes paying for that content don't love family drama and deception storylines. Her income tanked from $8,000 to under $1,000 in 3 weeks. Then Ashley, the roommate she found, backed out. Turned out Ashley Googled Jessica after seeing all the online drama and decided she didn't want to live with someone who'd blast personal business everywhere. Jessica had to scramble for another roommate, couldn't find one, and had to break the lease herself. The penalty? 3 months' rent. About $7,500. Guess who didn't have $7,500 because she'd been blowing her of money on Gucci and Louis Vuitton? She tried crawling back to Ron and Patricia. Ron sent me a screenshot of her text. Dad, I need help with the lease penalty. I learned my lesson. Please. Ron's response. You wanted to be an independent adult. Figure it out independently. She then tried to sell her designer goods. Posted them in various resale groups. Problem is, everyone in our extended social circle knew why she was selling. The comments were brutal. Is this the bag from your money? Does it come with a side of betrayal? Price should be lower, bad karma attached. She ended up selling everything for maybe 30% of what she paid. Still short on the lease penalty. Then came the legal threat. She actually found some ambulance chaser willing to send me a demand letter for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. They wanted $50,000. I forwarded it to a lawyer buddy from college. He laughed and sent back a response that basically said, truth is an absolute defense to defamation. Your client publicly admitted to the account and her statements to my client. Furthermore, my client has documented evidence of harassment from your client, including showing up at his workplace. Would you like to proceed with mutual restraining orders? Never heard from that lawyer again. Last week, I ran into Tara, Jessica's friend, at a coffee shop. She tried to ignore me, but we were both waiting for our orders. How's Jessica? I asked, genuinely curious. Tara sighed, living with her cousin Brittany, working double shifts at her marketing job. Tried to restart but the momentum's gone. Sorry to hear that. She looked at me sharply. Are you? Actually? Yeah. I loved her once. Didn't want to end like this. She says you ruined her life. She ruined her own life. I just stopped enabling it. Tara was quiet. Then she laughed about you, to us. Said you were wrapped around her finger. Said you'd never leave no matter what she did. Why are you telling me this? Because we laughed too. And that was gross of us. You deserved better. My order came up. As I was leaving, Tara added, she's been trying to date. Tells guys about the thing up front now. They all ghost her after the first date. She'll find someone eventually. Someone who's okay with it. Someone who's okay with the deception and disrespect. Good luck to him. Ron still texts me occasionally. Took me fishing last weekend. Said Patricia misses me at family dinners. Jessica doesn't come to those anymore. Not forbidden, just too ashamed, according to Patricia. You know, Ron said while we were waiting for bites. I keep thinking about what she said. That you weren't man enough. Yeah. Takes a real man to have boundaries. To refuse to be disrespected. To walk away from someone you love because they've shown you who they really are. I'm proud of you, son. That hit harder than I expected. I'm doing okay now. Studio apartment's smaller, but it's mine. Don't have to worry about finding designer shopping bags hidden in closets or mysterious girls' nights that require new lingerie. My bank account's healthier without subsidizing someone else's lifestyle. Started dating a bit. Nothing serious yet. Been honest about the broken engagement without getting into the messy details. Most women appreciate the "we had different values" explanation. The best part? The peace. No more walking on eggshells. No more being told I'm not enough in subtle ways. No more financing someone else's fantasy life while being disrespected for it. Jessica unblocked me last week to send one final message. I hope you're happy. You got what you wanted. I'm struggling while you get to play the victim. I didn't respond. But the truth is, I am happy. Not because she's struggling. That brings me no joy. But because I finally stood up for myself. Because I chose self-respect over comfortable misery. And if that makes me not man enough in her eyes, I can live with that.